Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video on the main channel, and today we're back with another top 10. Recently did top 10 ice, that one did really well. So what's next? Top 10 normal type Pokemon, because, you know, Ditto is my boy, normal types. I feel it's the logical step to do next.
Yeah.
We're joined by 3/4 of the top 10 Pokemon crew today. We're joined by Jack
Hello.
and Mr. Nintenhawk.
Hello.
There's no Bradlow today, but I'm sure he will be back in the next top 10 because we've got another 16? Did 16 typings? Or was it 18?
16.
16. So we've got 14 more of these to do. So yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. So yeah, so we got... So normal typing was almost double the size of Pokemon to choose from than the ice one. So
Yeah.
it's more of a spread out list today. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But we did ask the same amount of people. We asked 20 people again. So we asked me, Strumpful, Hanny, Spider-Melon, Shadow, Jack, Molly, Alcarez, Saturn H, Ryman, Nico, Reese. I asked ChatGPT again. Nintenhawk,
Good.
Gareth, Foss, Sprangle, Chris, and Bradlow. So maximum score a Pokemon can get today is 200. And yeah, so we're ready to delve on in and see what weird takes we're going to have today.
I
This
guess
should
so.
be a very interesting one.
I'm very curious how this is going to go.
Because I believe there was 140 odd-ish Pokemon. About 80,
Yeah.
about 80 got points. So
Yeah. The thing is, when there's more to choose from, it's a lot harder for weird choices to make it to the top. Because with Ice, you only needed like 2 people to pick something, and
yeah,
it's probably going to end up quite high up.
yeah, like Sphere
That's
4,
very
you know,
true.
fourth Sphere, you know, all that jazz.
Hmm.
But we kick
So
on off.
different now.
We kick on off. 15th spot. This Pokemon got 22 points.
Okay.
This Pokemon is from Gen 9.
Okay.
And the highest someone ranked it was 4th, which was Mr. Spider-Melon. I wasn't expecting this to be in the top 15. Not gonna lie. It's Mousehold.
Okay. No, I get
Really?
that. Mousehold was almost in my top 10.
Like,
Where's my list?
because for me, like when I first played Violet, I didn't react to anything. I tried to avoid anything in the entire game. Just went through the game blind. I rarely saw Mousehold the entire time, so I didn't really have that.
I think there was literally a
Yeah.
point where you were playing it after you had actually done the game, and you found one. You're like, "What the hell's this?"
Yeah, I just don't care. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like why? But I guess people kind of like it.
I don't know. It's just like a cute little Pokemon. I have like no strong feelings either way about it though.
Yeah,
I had one on my team in Scarlet and Violet. I just loved it as soon as I saw it. I just think it's such a cute little idea for a Pokemon.
It is pretty cute.
yeah. And then population bomb or whatever it's called. The move against, I think.
Population Bomb, yeah,
Yeah,
which is meant to hit from 1 to 10 times, but realistically, it's always either 9 or 10.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. So
I
that,
don't
Yeah.
know about that one actually.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. I just love these. I just love this Pokemon. I really do. It's where is it? Okay, it ended up number 18 for me. Mouseholds.
Did you
It
rank
was in my
all?
top.
Did you rank all
Huh?
140?
No, I went through all 140, and I thought, right, which ones of these do I not hate? Well, that's a strong way to put it. But which one of these do I think could make it?
Yeah.
I narrowed it down to about like 35, I think,
Right. Okay.
and then I ranked those.
That's fine. I think I got to about
But
20, 21 when I did mine, but
yeah, well, I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, I've got 33 here
okay.
that I've ranked.
Okay. So yeah,
But yeah, Mousehold. I like Mousehold.
Mousehold 15.
Also, I was watching I was watching a streamer play Scarlet and Violet who named all of their Pokemon after food puns, and they nicknamed Mousehold the Inchedibles, which I quite enjoyed.
As he did.
So that
Okay. On that note, let's move on to 14th spot.
yes.
So 14th spot got 2 more points, 24 points. Someone had it second, someone had it third, which was Strumpful second, Nico third. This Pokemon is from generation number 1.
Okay.
It's a fully evolved Pokemon from generation 1.
Okay.
It's Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff. Okay.
Yes, Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff. Um.
Okay.
Yeah, Wigglytuff. I'm okay. I'm quite surprised, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
I like Wigglytuff. Especially as a Mystery Dungeon fan, I quite like Wigglytuff.
yeah,
But but I'm surprised to see it in the top, well, 15. I guess I'm not gonna lie. It's like
yeah,
partly because I always just thought Jigglypuff was just kind of more popular,
yeah. I was
and
expecting
also
Jigglypuff to
Yeah.
I feel like even within the, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I always kind of figured even within the same generation, people preferred
Jiggles.
Clefable to Wigglytuff. I'd have thought.
Yeah, but Clefable's now not a normal type, so
What's
it's fairy type now.
Oh yeah, it's fully fairy type, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not normal
yeah.
fairy.
Wiggles only Wiggles is normal fairy. Yeah,
Oh shit, yeah. Okay.
because spoiler alert, Chris tried to put Togekiss on their list. I said that's not a normal type anymore. So
Uh,
I know it was a normal type, but it's now not a normal type.
oh my
So
god.
yeah, because Wigglytuff's normal fairy, as is Jiggles. So
Yeah, or else I probably would put that one too.
Oh my
yeah.
god. It's just like back in my day,
Hey.
Togekiss was. I was like, okay, boomer.
Okay,
Um,
but yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. Wigglytuff is okay. I definitely think I like Jigglypuff more.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
I prefer Jigglypuff more than Wigglytuff, but I don't hate Wigglytuff. I don't like Wigglytuff either.
yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
Mystery
I'm
Dungeon
right
gives
there
it a
with you.
boost. Mystery Dungeon gives it a boost for me, but again, it's not even in the ones that I ranked. It was one that I just wrote off straight away. It's like, nah.
That's fair.
So
That is fair. So yeah, Wiggles in 14th spot. So we move on up to 13th. This Pokemon got 1 point more than Wigglytuff.
okay,
Like with Mousehold, no one had it in their top 3, but 2 people had it 4th. One of them was Saturn, one of them was H. Had it in 4th spot.
right.
This
Okay.
this Pokemon is from Generation 9.
That doesn't surprise me. It's one of the only generations Hay just played.
Yeah. This Pokemon came in the DLC of Pokemon Violet, Scarlet and Violet.
What normal types did they add?
That it would be Terrapagus.
Oh, got it. Okay. Thing is,
Yeah.
I've never had to. Terrapagos always slips my mind because I've never actually even finished the DLC. So I literally like.
I
Same.
thought about it, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's top 10 for me or anything close.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me,
It's
it's
kind of cool though.
it's cool, but it's I don't know. There's maybe if I finished the DLC, I'd feel differently. But I'm not like kind of blown away by it or anything. I do think a lot of it is kind of recency bias. If I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, I'd
It's
say
like I
so.
finished that DLC, but like I don't know. I don't think I have any strong feelings towards it.
I think what I'll say about Terrapagos is I was kind of a little bit. I was kind of a little bit let down when it got revealed because I remember when I played Scarlet and Violet, like the main game, and like they had all the stuff in like the Scarlet book or the Violet book that you could read about this Pokemon that was like behind the Terastal phenomenon, and it all
Yeah.
was like really cool, and there was a lot of mystery around it, and they treated it almost like this sort of like weird like Cthulhu-esque kind of egg or something, and then it's unveiled and it's just a little guy.
The little
It's-
turtle.
Yeah,
It's just a baby
Like-
turtle.
like
I don't know.
me personally, I preferred the first part of the DLC more.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like that
Ogerpon.
Pokemon there a lot more
Ogerpon.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I feel like they kind of set themselves up with a lot of promise with Terrapagos, and they sort of didn't. For me, didn't really deliver on it. I don't know.
yeah,
No.
same.
I'm not really
I
like.
thought Terrapagos was like, I mean not Terrapagos. Ogerpon was better in like almost every way.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
so
I think
as well.
I would agree.
Yeah, but well, for a Terrapagos, I've not really like interacted with the games. I've not got that far in the DLC yet. I've only seen like pictures of it, and it's like I was a cute little baby turtle, like a cute little blue baby turtle, and then it just becomes this big fuck off turtle with like a massive shell. I'm like, oh great, cool,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks a little odd.
It's a little odd,
Yeah.
but I feel if you think of just the baby blue turtle bit, I can see why people put it on their list. But
Yeah, I like the little turtle design. It's the main design that I don't like as much, but I like the little one because it's slightly influenced by the Pokemon Horizons anime as well because it
yeah,
features quite heavily in that.
and H, and
Yeah, I
H
can see why people would vote for that one.
yeah, And he did ask me, does it count as normal type because it's every typing? I'm like, well, it's generally normal type. Otherwise, you could just shove it on every single list. Yeah.
Well, I mean, also by that logic, you could make an argument to discount Arceus as well. So
yeah, true. Arceus was a normal type.
Yeah.
I did allow Arceus.
Yeah.
Arceus, whatever you want to call it. Bloody hell, leave me alone. Right. So
Arceus.
Arceus. So technically, this this Pokemon's in 12, but it's the only one to not make the top 15. I mean, not to make the top 10. Sorry, last one.
Okay.
We've got a joint 10th. Okay, so that's why it's
Got
12.
it. Okay.
Right? So this Pokemon, Shadow had number 1, and someone in this call had in their top 3.
Okay.
That person would be me. This
Okay.
Pokemon, is it Gen 2 or is it Gen 2? I think it might be Gen 2. I can't remember. It's either Gen 2 or Gen 4. I can't remember which gen it's got introduced in. But
Okay, I think I know what it is.
it's Munchlax.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I actually no. To be fair, I thought you were thinking of someone else, but okay. Munchlax.
Because in my head,
Munchlax is Gen 4.
I thought it was. First of all, I something in the back of my head saying, was it with like the Igglybuffs and all that lot and the Pichus and Gen 2? I was like, no, it wasn't. If Gen 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had one
Second
batch
guess
of babies in Gen 2 and then another batch in Gen 4.
Yeah.
So it's
I
easy confusion.
I thought it was Gen 4, and in my head was going, no, it might be Gen 2. I'm like, no, I don't look like an idiot. So I'm going to say I'm not sure. But yeah, Munchlax.
Yeah.
I like Munchlax. I don't know why. Munchlax.
Yeah, I like him. He's
Yeah.
like he did make it onto my like actual rankings. So he's number 25 in there, so I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have him. I wouldn't have him in my top 10. I don't think, but he's nice. So I think a lot of it is because it's. I don't know. I think a lot of it is just because I really like Snorlax, so I like Munchlax by proxy. But
yeah, I'm right there with you. Munchlax is probably like around my top 20.
Yeah. I like Munchlax.
I still really like that Pokemon.
He's cute.
It's just not quite top 10 for me.
He's not quite top 10.
Yeah.
He was my third spot.
Oh, was he? Oh, yeah. Of course he was. Yeah.
It's my third
Oh well,
spot.
the floor is yours then. Munchlax, number 3.
So basically, right, I like Snorlax, but I like the Munchlax a lot more because A, it's cute because it's a little Diddy version.
Yeah,
he actually walks about and does stuff apart from sleep all fucking day, which I think is amazing. He still eats like fucking loads. In the anime, in Gen 3, I believe, May has a Munchlax or something, and I really enjoyed it in that. And I just love Munchlax. I don't know why. I just love it. I just like he's just always happy all the time, and I love it.
Yeah. Fun fact: do you know?
He's just a little guy.
Fun fact: do you know that the very original Mystery Dungeon was technically the first Pokemon game, I believe, to have Munchlax in it, and it was in Gen 3.
Munchlax, yeah. You know.
Yeah, Munchlax is Gen 4, but he shows up in
Gen
the
3.
original Mystery Dungeon as a cameo in Gen 3.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
And also so does Lucario, actually, although Lucario doesn't show up, he's just like a statue that you can get.
Yeah. But yeah, Munchlax. Look at that.
Yeah.
The best boy. I mean, the best of the rest boys, I would say, because he's the only one who didn't.
I was going to say, the joint 10th best boy.
Do 12. He didn't quite make top 10.
The 12th best boy, then.
12th best
He's
boy.
getting lower and lower with every passing sentence.
Munchlax is not my favourite baby, but he's definitely up there for me. It's second place. Yeah. So we come into a joint 10th now. Would you like the one that ChatGPT had in their top 3, or do you want the other one?
The one that what? Sorry.
Either ChatGPT had in their top 3, or do you want the other one?
I kind of need to know what ChatGPT had.
Okay, so this Pokemon ChatGPT had in third spot.
Got it.
And someone in this call had number 1.
Oh, okay.
This Pokemon is from Generation 1.
Okay.
He may be behind me somewhere. So there's 5 options behind me.
well, it's not Bidoof, we know that.
So it's either
Eevee,
Ditto, or Meowth, right?
Or Meowth. I feel like it's got to be Meowth.
It's got to be Meowth.
Because ChatGPT would surely put like Eevee higher. I don't know.
So the person who had it first was me. Your boy, Ditto, 30 points.
Okay, well, you know what? He
What?
made.
No way. What?
Yes, let's go.
Well, he made the top 10 at least.
He made the top 10. I'm happy. He made the top 10. I wasn't expecting him
Barely.
to. Just about. He got it by 4 points. What do you mean? Yeah, when ChatGPT had it third, I was like, whoa, hang on a second. What is happening?
Fair.
But yeah, Ditto. I'm happy. Number 10.
I mean, I'm not surprised that it got a lot of points because it's just apart from obviously being your namesake, it's also like just a very iconic Pokemon.
It's so iconic. It's like, oh, I just
I
love
think
it
the
so
thing
much.
is that like everybody for one reason or another is like very familiar with Ditto, usually because they needed to be able to
Oh,
fucking breed for shinies.
yeah,
But
yeah, that's what he's here for. That's what he's here for.
I will admit that I will hold my hand up and admit that I didn't originally have Ditto in my top 10. I bumped him up a couple of slots because I was worried he wasn't going to make the list at all. So I gave him a couple of sympathy points.
Oh,
So I think he was like 12th for me. I bumped him up to 8th because that's sort of like slightly interchangeable, that section for me.
so basically, right? If you didn't give him like the booster, he would have come 11th.
So I made the difference.
You made the difference.
Well,
But yeah. Oh,
well, you know what? I'm happy to have made the difference.
I'm so
Sorry,
happy.
I think there was like a cockroach on my oranges, so that was great.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
I had to get rid
Well,
of that.
lovely. Well, what are your thoughts on Ditto in the top 10?
Oh, I like it. I really like Ditto. I also really like the saying Ditto, which exists because of the Pokemon Ditto.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah, but it exists because of the Pokemon, definitely not the other way around.
Definitely not.
But yeah, so I'm happy to have given Ditto sympathy points to get him into the top 10 because because again, it was one of those things where like I kind of had like my top 5 or 6 locked, and then I sort of had a bit of a bit around like sort of 7 to 12 where it was a bit kind of like,
Yeah.
these could really go in any order. I'm not certain. So yeah, there we go.
So
Ditto
I don't
number
mind that
10.
one.
Well, I guess this is a good time to explain why your fascination with Ditto? Why do you love him so
I
much?
love Ditto because he's just a cheeky, devious little boy, isn't he? Have you seen him in the anime? He's amazing. The fact that he's so inspiring. Like you can be whatever you want to be. Ditto. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be a freaking Lapras. You could be a freaking Gengar. You could be freaking Rayquaza. You could be whatever you like, as long as you're happy. That's great. He's cheeky.
Love it.
His backstory. Basically, Team Rocket tried to clone Mew. They failed. They got all those of Dittos instead of Mewtwo. So
Yeah,
technically, he's a legendary.
sort of, sure.
He's a half legendary. What do you expect?
I do like that backstory though.
I mean, is
I
that
do think that's
logic
really
is
cool.
Zoroark a legendary too?
Kind of.
Well, who knows?
Who knows?
I
We'll get
I will
onto
say
that.
I do like the backstory of Ditto though. I do think
Yeah.
it's quite a cool little thing. Although I also do find it quite funny that like as soon as he was saying all of that stuff about like you can be whatever you want to be, in my head I was just thinking like anything that you see other people do, you can be a slightly worse version of it. Because
That is Ditto. That is Ditto.
'cause that is Ditto.
You copy everything apart from its HP stat, which is terrible.
and its ability.
That's a good Pokemon. I don't mind
You copy
top
ability
10
as
at all.
well. You
I
copy,
think I thought he doesn't copy it. I thought that's why imposter is a thing. No, imposter makes him transform at the start, doesn't
Yeah.
it? That's it.
yeah.
Got it.
So it literally copies everything about the Pokemon apart from the HP stat.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, slightly worse version. But yeah,
Exactly.
cool. Ditto.
Ditto.
There he is.
Yeah,
He made it.
I do like that one. I feel like I'm always excited to get a Ditto in my playthrough.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Especially if like in Pokemon Go, they're fucking ball like to get. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, I got a bloody like I remember one time when I got a research task that was catch a Ditto, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like it was literally the last task. I think it's
Took me forever.
I think it might have been the very original special research I did to catch Mew. I think you had to catch a Ditto, and it was just like, "Are you actually serious?"
That's the hardest thing in the entire game ever. He's great. I
Yeah.
love him so much. And
I actually remember the very first time I caught a Ditto in Pokemon Go. It was I don't remember what you were doing. We were literally like just meeting up at like that food court that we usually meet up at,
yeah.
and like I was like walking up there, and on the escalator up there, I caught a Ditto. I was like, oh, okay, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
always
yeah.
cool when it happens.
So yeah,
So tied with Ditto in 10th place is a Pokemon that was in Generation 2.
okay,
Foss had it number 1, Sprangle had it number 2. It's an evolution Pokemon from Gen 2.
okay.
It's Porygon 2.
Porygon 2.
The
Okay,
duck. The
the
duck.
duck
Okay,
one.
I did kind of debate this one, but I don't know. I
Porygon
don't
2.
think it's quite top 10.
Porygon 2 is on my list at number 7.
So for me, Porygon 2 is not on my list because for me, Porygon 2 is my least favorite of the line.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer Porygon and Porygon Z to Porygon 2.
He's just a perfectly round duck. We're talking about round Pokemon like from Seal from the last one, but he's perfectly round. I just love him so much. I don't know why.
Yeah,
What's the duck thing that does the thing with the water?
Mm.
That thing.
What,
I
you
think
mean
it's kind of cool.
Psyduck?
It does look like a balloon animal, though.
It does look like a
It
balloon
does.
animal.
I do totally get why people really like Porygon 2. I do like the whole like aesthetic of like the original is kind of like a like blocky incomplete version, and
Yeah.
the second one is more refined.
Yeah.
I do like that. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it was always kind of like I really liked Porygon because of how like out of place and like techy it was. And then Porygon Z kind of goes back in that direction by making it kind of like it's sort of like kind of like glitched out and it's gone in this really weird state now,
Yeah.
which is
100%.
kind of why I really like it. But I can respect it even if I don't like it that much because yeah, it's still cool.
It's also got a really cool shiny as well. I like it shiny really much as well.
Yeah,
Not just the blue
yeah.
of
The
it.
shiny, the
It's really
shinies
cool.
for the whole
Really cool.
line are really cool.
And I just remember using it in. I did a tournament at uni. Backstory time. Did a tournament at uni. Pokemon Say. We all had to do a mono type team, so like against everyone else. My team was normal, shock horror, and basically right, they allowed me to use EVZ move. This was Sun and Moon days, right?
Yeah.
So I EV'd up my EV, so I got +2 in everything. I then baton passes that out into Porygon 2 and just won the game.
Wow.
Nice.
So I had a Porygon 2, which switched in, which got a download boost, so it'd be +3 in special attack, and be bulky
Oh,
as hell,
Christ.
with an Eviolite, and recover. I was like, fucking try and stop me, bitch.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's horrifying.
It was great. It was the only tournament I've ever won in Pokemon. It was great. So yeah, that's what
Oh,
that
God.
might be why my Porygon 2 made my list, but you know what? We move.
I have I will say I'm very hesitant to refer to Mystery Dungeon with every single Pokemon, but people who have played Mystery Dungeon know the trauma that Porygon has given us all. I'll just say that.
I
because-
really gotta play Mystery Dungeon.
There's a whole thing that someday Ditto you will get to it and you will understand the trauma of Porygon.
I do have a copy of the remake they did. I just gotta get around to playing it.
Yeah.
I'll put
Yeah, you definitely should. They're great. But
great.
yeah. I'll just say that. All these references, Ditto, you'll understand them someday.
Oh, someday I'll get them. So yeah, so the Pokemon in 9th spot, I was surprised got 9th spot.
Okay.
This Pokemon got 1 more point more than Ditto and Porygon 2.
Mhm.
This Pokemon from Generation 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Chris had it second. Alka had it third. It's a legendary, but not a legendary.
What the?
What?
It's Silvally.
Oh, Silvally. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not me sitting and trying to think what legendary, what like normal types even were there in Gen 7. Because I literally like that gen. That gen for me, the Pokemon in that gen are so forgettable. Honestly, like a lot of them, I'm like, what Pokemon did they even add?
Gen 7 was like one of my favourite generations.
I know,
I
but
don't know.
the
I
problem
did
is
really like that one.
the problem with the Gen 7 decks though is they did the same thing as Gen 2 did, where they added a lot of standalone mons that never went anywhere, never got any evolution. So you just forget about them.
Yeah.
When was the last time you thought about the existence of Dramper?
Tramper got points.
Yeah,
Dramper got
maybe
points.
considering we're doing top 10 normal, maybe that was a bad example, but you know what I mean though. Like
Yeah.
it's
But yeah, the thing is with Sylvally is, right? I just think it's ugly as shit.
yeah, I get what they were going for with it because it's meant to be a kind of like like thrown together like abomination kind of thing.
Yeah.
Abomination's a strong word, but it's
Frankenstein.
yeah, I get what they were going for with it, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's not very nice to look at.
It's basically Frankenstein's Pokemon, isn't it?
I think I
I
also
don't know. I really like it.
I think I also remember like when I was playing them. I think it's Gladion who has Type Null, isn't it?
Type Null, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember fighting it, and I was like, for the first time, I was like, "Oh my god, what on earth is this? This looks insane. What is it?" And then when I got one of my own, I was like, "Oh, it's just a Pokemon." Like
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected, but I was like, "Oh, okay."
There's
I
no
don't know. I thought it was like really cool. Maybe it's like a bit of like slightly nostalgia because I did remember like using it a lot and enjoying it.
yeah.
Using
Yeah,
it.
I feel it was very heavy in the story as well in Alola.
Yeah.
The first one anyway. So
It's
that
pretty
might be
important.
why it got high because it's got that story aspect behind it.
yeah,
That's probably why. Yeah.
Kind of like with Midboostif in our Gen 9 one as well. That's got high because of the story in Scarlet and Violet. I feel like that's
Yeah.
maybe a reason why it's high on the list. It's also just
Yeah,
a worse
probably.
Arceus as well because it had all the memories and stuff in it. So basically, they just
Yeah, I do have it lower than Arceus.
yeah. But yeah, Sylvally. I wasn't expecting it to be here, but
no, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I'm annoyed it got higher than Ditto. But you know what? It's fine. So yeah,
Oh dear.
Sylvally in 9th spot, 31. Next up in 8th spot, we have a Pokemon from Generation 4.
Generation 4. Okay.
This Pokemon, Sprangle had number 1, and someone else in this call had in their top 3.
Okay.
It wasn't me. It wasn't Mr. Nintenhawk.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Okay.
It's the glitchy duck.
Yeah, it's Porygon Z. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The other
I
Porygon.
had
Yeah.
Porygon Z at number 5.
I had Porygon Z at number 2. I really, really like it. I always like back from when I very first played like Fire Red and Leaf Green, which were well, not my first. Technically, Ruby and Sapphire were my first, but Fire Red and Leaf Green were one of the first games I played, and I remember like spamming the game center for so long to get a Porygon. I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest Pokemon ever. And I was like, as a kid, I was really obsessed with Porygon, like just absolutely obsessed with it. And that might be part of the reason why I don't really dig so much on Porygon 2, because I kind of did Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then Diamond and Pearl came out, and Porygon Z was the big new thing, and I was like, oh, there's a bit in the middle. Screw that, I want the new one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that'll do it.
That's definitely fair.
but
I feel like I like Porygon Z because I don't know. I was watching a Point Crow stream where he was doing like an 8-player Nuzlocke. He got to like the very end at Elite Four, and like Porygon Z was like one of his best Pokemon. And
Yeah.
he unfortunately did not make it to the end, but it carried.
yeah, Porygon Z is like really, really great. If you like, it might not be the best Pokemon ever, but like it can be one like hell of a powerhouse with like the type coverage it gets. I had a Porygon Z in my Legends Arceus team, and I really, really liked it. It was just like my kind of like my special type sweeper, pretty much.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I feel like
I watched that stream and video, and then it just really grew on me after that, I think.
Yeah. I just feel like if you want like a really powerhouse normal type, I think Porygon Z is the one you choose.
Oh,
yeah, you can't really go wrong with him. He's
good.
a pretty decent pick. He's got like with his special attack and the amount of coverage he gets, and like just all of that. It's just really, really good.
Yeah, most normal types do get a lot of good coverage to make up for having like nothing super effective stab wise against anything kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and now we've got Terra typing, normal types can be
Yeah,
useful
normal
again.
types can be quite terrifying because you've got no idea what you're walking into.
Exactly, it'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Porygon Z, 33 points. Not mad at that.
Also, I love I love that it gets Tri Attack. I feel like Tri Attack is just a move I've always just like unreasonably loved a lot. So I really like that it gets it.
Yeah.
Tri-Attack just seems perfect for Porygon Z.
It does. It really
It's
does.
like if you don't have Tri-Attack on your Porygon Z, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are you doing? What's going on?
I had it on my Legends Arceus one. It was like my go-to normal type move with it.
So good.
Shove it on Porygon 2, just paralyze and poison everything. Would be great. So, yeah. So we make a bit of a jump now in 7th spot to 37 points. This Pokemon, Chris had 3rd and Alka had 2nd. We're still in Generation 4.
Okay.
It's our first flying type Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
It's our highest ranking flying type Pokemon. Staraptor.
Saraptor. Nice.
He was the highest bird on this list by a landslide.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised.
Which is so cool.
Staraptor is such a cool Pokemon. I love
He
him
is.
so
He was my number 11. He just barely got booted off the list for Ditto.
What's crazy
That
is
is
that
cool.
he evolves from a very common Pokemon, and then it just looks so freaking sick.
Like Staraptor
Yeah.
is like a normal standard, like you can set them everywhere. And then Staravia is like kind of okay, and then Staraptor just goes,
Yeah.
fucking badass bitch.
The thing is, though, this is my favorite
Ever
genre of
see
like.
whoa.
Yeah, the thing is, this is my favorite like sort of genre, if you will, of Pokemon evolutions, where it starts as something fairly like normal and unassuming, and then it becomes something really cool at the end. It's the same reason why I'm such a huge fan of Rookidee and into Corviknight as well, because it starts as quite unassuming, and then it becomes amazing at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Staraptor. I think there's just like no denying that it's just the best Route 1 bird that there is, really.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's too iconic. You can't not have it. The fact that pretty much every single Diamond and Pearl player ever had Staraptor in their team probably helps it quite a lot,
It does have it a lot.
because you didn't really have too many other options.
Also, as
to
a
be
kid,
fair,
also as a kid, when I was like playing through like PAL for the first time and evolved into Staraptor, and it says, "Do you want to learn close combat?" I'm like, "What the fuck is what? Excuse me, what?"
yeah.
It's insane.
What's
like,
the
oh, okay.
close combat? Okay, great. This bird has close combat.
Also, the
Cool.
sick haircut.
Oh, the sick
Yeah.
haircut as well. Yeah, so good Pokemon.
Mm.
It's so strong as well. It's a really
Yeah.
good.
Just awesome. I
Just
really
awesome
like
all
it.
over. Just love it so much.
Can I just
Staraptor
check
at
something?
number
'Cause
6.
I just want to check something, because I just feel like this is like a very common experience. It like obviously we all had Staraptor in our Gen 4 team because everybody did, but like. I feel like everyone had the exact same moveset as well, because it was always Brave Bird, Close Combat, Quick Attack, and Endeavour. Or possibly Fly instead of Endeavour. But I feel like it was always those 4 moves.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. I think I'd fly over.
Probably, yeah.
Like, it depends what you're going for, but like, I'm pretty sure it is always one of those 2 options. It's just
I
like,
think I'm always cheap and just go for Fly.
yeah, that's fair.
I'd go for he's my fly boy. What do you expect?
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love Staraptor.
Oh, so much.
Yeah, it's very good. Oh, Pokemon.
Yeah. So that's I think the next highest bird on the list. Let me have a look. I want to see what the next bird was. It was. Oh god. Oh god. The next highest was Pidove in 29th.
Pidove, oh my god. So I didn't
I
actually didn't have any flying types in my top 10. Like I said, Staraptor was 11.
I tell a
but
lie.
I did.
I tell a lie.
Oh.
I tell a lie. Toucannon missed out on the top 15 by 1 point.
Okay, that at least makes a bit more sense than Pidove. Although I still think there's
I
much
understand
better
that one a
options.
bit more. I used it
Yeah.
in Sun and Moon, and it was an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any flying types in my top 10, but Staraptor was number 11. I did have Mega Pidgeot as my number 12, so that also
That is a
was
cool
close.
one,
Yeah.
But yeah, Staraptor was my top flying one out of all of them.
Yeah. He was mine.
yeah. I
He
had
got-
Staraptor at 6. I just find it really cool.
I had him before.
Yeah.
It was my.
And incidentally, I had Toucannon at 29.
At least he made your top 30. At least 35.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So next up, we have a Mon with 39 points. And
Got it.
Stromful had it 3rd. Hanny and Ryman had it second,
Where is this in the overall list again?
number 6.
Number 6.
And H had it number 1.
Okay.
This Pokemon is from Generation 2.
Oh, okay. I think I know what this has to be.
It's a very long boy, I would say.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. I don't know what it was, but I know now.
Thurret.
Wait, Furret?
Thurret, yeah.
What? I thought you were going to say Girafarig.
No, Thurret.
It's because of the Furret walk meme, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the yes.
What? Oh my god.
You could buy the giant Thurret plushie, which is like taller than you. That's why it's with the large.
I've seen that before.
Okay, so we've got our feel of the video then. Fucking Furret above Staraptor.
And
You
Ditto,
kidding me?
and Porygon 2, and Terrapagus, and Mousehold. Yeah, Thurret.
Okay.
That hurts me.
But hey, but this one only got 6th, 39 points. Only got to be fair, only got 2 more points more than Staraptor. But...
Oh great, that makes it fine.
Oh my god. The
I
fact
do not...
that Staraptor is behind that is crazy.
I'm oh god, okay. I feel like just the fact that Furret itself is literally overshadowed by its own pre-evolution, because Centra is such a cooler design. Like, Centra is a really cool little design, and then it turns into Furret, and it's just a generic thing. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine then,
Yeah,
that's nothing. And then they literally, like, you look at Furret, right? And it's just like a little, like, long, stripy guy.
Yeah.
They literally did basically the same design, but cooler, in the very next generation with Linoon. So they already overshadowed it with Centra, and in the next generation they did the same design, but better with Linoon. So why in the fuck is Furret up here?
A the meme, and B the meme. That's the.
What is this meme? Because I don't even know. I don't even know what this meme is. What is this meme? Because I've never heard of this.
Have you not seen the Thurret meme?
No. What is this?
It's a classic.
It's just Thurret.
Okay.
It's just Thurret walking. That's...
on YouTube, Furret meme. Oh, he walk.
He walked. That's that. It was literally that.
Oh,
I've also.
So that's the only
watched,
reason.
like,
Cool.
a Nintendo Music playlist. And it has the Furret walking.
That's literally it. It's just walking.
Are you kidding me?
It's a little.
Okay. Cool. So Furret, the what, sixth best normal type
yes.
in all of Pokemon is this little shit thing.
Yes.
Cool.
Correct.
Well, you know what? If you're one of the people who had Furret high up, I'm talking to the people watching. If you're one of the people who had Furret high up, please feel free to explain why your opinion is so wrong in the comments.
Hi H, hello. Are you watching this? Hi.
Yeah, including you, H. I know where you are. I know where you live. I was going to say I know who you are, but and of course I know who you are.
They almost made it to this recording as well, so that would have been interesting. Right. So move on up to top 5 now. This Pokemon got 1 more point more than Furret. This Pokemon, Shadow had third. 2 people had first. One was Saturn, and one was someone sat in this very cool. This Pokemon was ranked on a previous Devious Ditto top 10. That list was regional form Pokemon.
Oh, I know this one.
This Pokemon got third on that list. Today it got number 5. It was Hisuian Zoroark.
Ah.
My boy.
Hisuian Zoroark. Okay.
The 10 Hawk had number 1.
This is
so good.
Absolutely fair, to be honest. I think it's by far the coolest regional form they introduced in Legends Arceus.
Yeah, that was awesome. I
would agree.
Hooked to it. And especially that shiny, oh my god.
Oh yeah, the shiny's just amazing.
They
cooked with this design. It's just
really
really good. I feel like they just I had it at number 9, so I really like it. I just feel like what really helps it is the normal ghost typing. It's such a cool typing, and it's like a unique one as well, which always really
exactly
boosts a Pokemon up. in my
also
opinion.
really like ghost types, so like I'm kind of biased a little bit.
I've literally been campaigning for a normal ghost type since Gen 6 days. I was saying we need a normal ghost type, we need a normal ghost type, we need a normal ghost type. It took till Legends Arceus. I keep saying it wrong.
Arceus.
Dr. Arceus. Dr. Arceus. Arceus.
Can I use my Arse phone real quick?
I'm going to use my Arse phone real quick. Yeah, exactly. Arse phone. Yeah, so I've been campaigning for a normal ghost type for ages. I'm happy it's here. I've not really used it that much because I didn't really encounter it in Legends Arceus at all, really.
Well, considering you're sort of like restarting Legends Arceus now anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe you will this time.
Maybe
Who knows?
Because literally the first time
it's just so cool.
It's such a cool design.
It really is.
Like,
has some great moves as well.
So good. And it got third on regional forms. And
it's just not better than Gengar for me. That's it.
That's fair. Well, when we come to top 10 ghost types, I'm sure we'll get into that discussion more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we already know.
Know. So that Pokemon got third in our regional forms video and got fifth today. So Hisui and Zoroark,
nice.
It's a bit consistency. You know,
a semblance of consistency for once.
Yes. Next up,
Yay.
5 points more in fourth spot. This Pokemon got 45 points. This Pokemon, one person had first, one person had second, one person had third, and is also ranked in a previous Devious Ditto top 10.
Okay.
That top 10 was top 10 legendary / mythical Pokemon.
Got it. Okay. Well, we know what this is because it's not going to be fucking it's not going to be fucking Regigigas, is it? So.
Molly had it second.
Yeah. Okay.
Spider-Man had it first, and Mr. Nintendo had it third. It came 10th in our legendary video. It's God himself, the God Llama.
Yeah. Mr.
Oh yeah.
Arceus.
Dr. Arceus. Yes.
Arceus.
So the better improved, better Silvally.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just really like the Pokemon. All the different types and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Terra before it was cool.
Pretty much, yeah. I feel like the thing that just makes this Pokemon so iconic is just the fact that it's the God Pokemon, like, and then in the original games there was no legal way to ever get it. Like, really made it feel like, but you know how you always had those like playground rumors of like, you know, oh, if you if you spin around and like, you know, press B on this truck, then you'll find Mew. Except this was like an actual real, like, you know, it's in the game, but you can't get it. Like, unless you literally cheat, you cannot get it.
You can't get gold.
It was just the coolest thing in the world to me as a kid, and I think probably a lot of people as well. I just and when
it was awesome.
And like as a kid, when I first got an action replay and like battled Arceus and caught it, I was like, "Oh my god, I caught God!"
I also watched like that movie like as a kid, and I just really liked it, and I was like blown away by Arceus.
Those movies were so good. Like those were some of the best Pokemon movies, though. Like around that kind of time,
the Gen 4, Gen 5 era of the Pokemon movies.
Yeah,
I remember being like, "That looks so cool."
Yeah. It really is, and I'm so glad that they gave Arceus his own game as well, and they really like. Again, I don't think you ever finished Legends Arceus, did you? The first time around,
I beat the normal story mode.
You beat the normal story, but you didn't do post games. You didn't really finish it.
I didn't really finish it. No.
Post game is where it's at.
Yeah, post game is where it's at, which is why I bugged you to do post game and you never did. So hopefully you do it this time around. But
I feel like all made that game like probably one of my favorite Pokemon games.
Oh yeah, 100% agree. It's the climax of it, or the whole climax is what makes it so good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But all I'll say is that the way they handle Arceus in it is just they did it really well. I didn't know how well they were going to do it, but they really just like sort of outdid my expectations with it. Honestly. Yeah,
it was so well done. I hope they're able to pull off that magic again with the other one.
I hope so. I really hope so.
We still haven't had any news about it since the first trailer on Pokemon Day last year.
Pokemon Day's coming up, so we're going to hear something. Now that we know the Switch 2 is happening, we're going to hear something now, because no way we don't. Because we know that it's this year, when else are they going to talk about it if not Pokemon Day this year?
It has to be. If
Yeah,
they
they
don't,
will.
I'm very. If not, I'm going to be very annoyed. Because
They will.
we've had one trailer and we've literally not seen anything new other than it set in Lumios, and it's like, yay, woo.
Yeah,
Super.
100%.
Honestly,
They will tell us something next month. 100%.
Honestly, though, if it takes that long to make it like really, really good, I don't care.
Yeah, that's just it. I'm like, if they want to take their time to cook with it and make sure it's as good as Arceus was, go for it.
They could
Yeah,
have
that's kinda
had
how I
like
feel
a
with
little
it.
sprinkle, like a little sprinkle of like maybe even if it took like 5
Yeah,
years.
that's kind of what they did though, I guess, by giving us a little teaser for it last year. Pokemon Day this year is going to be when they're going to drop info about it, and that's not long away. But at the time we're recording this is less than a month away.
Yeah.
So by the time it's like like edited up, it'll be even closer, like a few weeks out.
Yeah.
So
Another emergency podcast, guys.
yeah.
So God himself got 4th spot, so didn't even make podium for that one.
It's fair. He stands aside for his subjects. He lets them take the shine.
Yeah. So
Except for Furret, fuck that guy.
So, do you guys have any predictions of what you think the top 3 is going into it?
Eevee. I'm gonna be gobsmacked if we don't see Eevee.
Snorlax.
Snorlax, yeah. I'm thinking Eevee and Snorlax. Other possibilities, maybe Kangaskhan, maybe Chansey. What else is there that's really popular?
I can kind of understand Kangaskhan, maybe.
Maybe Miltank if people are still traumatized by that old
God.
guy.
No.
So,
yeah.
In third,
The Infinite Fusion ruined that Pokemon for me forever.
Oh God, yeah. I'd put the Miltank fusions like at the back of my mind and forgotten about them until you just said that.
Oh,
and
no.
and the Gardevoir ones. Honestly, just burn them all. Burn them all.
So, third spot, 50 points, 5 points more than God himself. This Pokemon.
Oh wait, Meowth. Sorry, I forgot Meowth. Meowth might be up here.
I just saw him in my background. I was like, yes, Meowth. So this Pokemon, 3 people had second, 1 person had third.
Got it.
Saturn had it third. Foss had it second. Reese had it second. And ChatGPT had it second.
Oh wait, no. Reese had it second, so it can't be Bidoof. I was really scared for a second.
This Pokemon came in another Devious Ditto top 10. That was the top 10 starter Pokemon.
Right.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Eevee.
Yeah. Are we honestly surprised? If anything, I'm surprised it didn't win overall. But top 3, I'm not surprised in the slightest.
He's here.
I do love Eevee.
Yeah, you can't not love Eevee. Like, even if Eevee might be a bit overplayed lately, like it's Eevee. You can't not love it. It's just like the original. Like, I want to hug it so much that it dies, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like from Gen 1 with Let's Go. We had the guy, we had the boy,
yes.
Pikachu, and then Eevee as well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Eevee in Let's Go was busted as hell compared to the Pikachu. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I was a Let's Go Eevee guy, and my God, that Eevee was cracked.
Yeah, I had the Pikachu, and I thought that was pretty broken. But then I saw what the Eevee was capable of, and oh boy,
it's like it had everything.
Yeah, literally.
Like this little boy can evolve into like 8 different things. Is it 8 or is it 7? 7. Is it 7?
8.
8. So it's got half the types of typings it can become, or 9 if you count the type.
One of them being Umbreon, I love Umbreon.
We've got Umbreon, Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, Leafeon, Glaceon.
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Eevee. I had Eevee number 4, so he just barely missed out on my podium. But I mean, you can't not love Eevee. It's just the best.
Yeah, Eevee was in that 11th, 12th category for me.
Yeah,
I had Eevee at number 9. I still really like Eevee.
Yeah.
like it's just every single generation, people are still clamoring for new evolutions because they love it so much. Like,
I still think it'd be cool to get like a dragon one or something.
I'm really holding out for a ghost one.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
So
That would be awesome.
yeah, because we had obviously 3 in Gen 1, we had 2 in Gen 2, we had 2 in Gen 3. No, we didn't have any in Gen 3.
No, we had 2 in Gen 4 and then 1 in Gen 6.
and then none since.
Yeah, I'd really like I'd really like a ghost one.
Ghost. I would be
what they do in
hyped.
Gen 10. They could do like. No, they couldn't do. No, they couldn't. Could they?
Like, I feel like the thing is, I feel like because the whole original thing was with Eevee was that it was like the before the physical special split, it was the special types that Eevee evolved into, wasn't it? And I don't remember exactly how that like split was because I don't really play games that old that much.
I think.
But
yeah, because Ghost was normal type, not normal type, physical back in the day, which why
Physical.
Gengar wasn't great. I think.
Yeah, but I mean, special. You've got. Hang on, I've got it here. So special was fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, and dark. And obviously, fairy didn't exist back then. So out of those, if they're following that logic, the only one left is dragon type. But if they don't follow that logic anymore, which I hope they don't, because I really think a ghost type Eevee would go off. But I do really would. A dragon one would be really cool as well. I'd be very curious to see their take on a poison type one as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like those are the three which I'd be really curious to see.
Like I do think if they did a ghost type one, like that would probably become one of my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah. Depends on what they do.
Yeah, for sure. Probably me too.
I just love my ghost types.
I don't know why, but I can see them doing a like I don't know what they call it, Colossian, Colos.
I guess it would be Colossian. Yeah, form.
I don't know why, but I could see like the Colossian form, like big Porygon.
I mean, Kalos was the region that gave us Sylveon, so that it's not impossible.
Yeah,
never know. But yeah, Eevee.
I'm hoping ZA can somehow give us a new evolution there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. More megas.
Or they just go completely insane and give us Colossian Eevee, and then all the evolutions have Colossian forms. If they must want to go completely insane,
they go Colossian Eevee, make it a ghost type, and it evolves into all of the
physical types.
Could you imagine?
I mean, that would be insane because it would mean like half the new Pokemon in ZA, but actually probably all of them would just be Eevee.
Nah, all of them are going to be megas. What do you mean? They're all going to be megas. What do you mean?
Probably,
They're all going to be megas. So yeah, we've got 2 Pokemon left. So Eevee got 50 points.
Just imagine a Mega Eevee. It's not an evolution, it's just a Mega Eevee.
I'm surprised they didn't do a Mega Pikachu, to be honest, and give Raichu even less love. Right.
Sure.
So we move on up to number 2, which has 1 point more than Eevee. This Pokemon, like Eevee, was from generation number 1. ChatGPT had this Pokemon number 1.
I feel like if I'm thinking ChatGPT, I feel like ChatGPT would put Snorlax.
Someone else in this call had it in their top 3 as well.
Oh yeah, I know this one.
And then Tenhawk had it second.
Yeah.
We talked about this pre-evolution earlier. Snorlax, second place.
Yeah. Yes. Cool.
51 points.
Nice. I'm happy with that. Snorlax was number 13 for me, so he just barely missed out.
Snorlax got number 10 for me. So I gave him that extra point to beat Eevee.
I just love Snorlax. He's super lazy like me.
He's great. like all the things I said about Munchlax there, about he was just a better Snorlax. Like he's running around, he's eating food, he's great. Snorlax is just lazy. I just feel like Snorlax for me, it just had that nostalgia, and especially with that meme where he's laying down, he doesn't get up till Gen 6.
Yeah, I was going to say about that. I love that. Yeah, I think Snorlax has always been really cool. It was like the fact that it was like a static encounter. I said the same thing about Lapras last time.
Yeah.
Because it's a static encounter in Gen 1, I feel like a lot of people have a very vivid memory of when they first encountered a Snorlax.
Well. He's been there
which I think definitely helps.
He's been there since day dot. He's not one of the forgotten ones. Ash had him in the anime at some point. It got a Gigantamax form, it got a Z move, it got all the things.
He's just a big old boy.
Yeah.
and all of
Classic
the
Pokemon having to use the Poke Flute to wake them up.
yeah. Of course, all of the people back when Pokemon Go was a thing, and everybody wanted to get a Snorlax, like from like the eggs or whatever.
Snorlax
Like
was always so hyped.
Snorlax was like one of the strongest Pokemon in the original Pokemon Go days. And when I still remember the very first time I caught Snorlax in Pokemon Go. I was out with one of my friends. I had met her on a lunch break, and like we were just having a walk around while like that's after we had our lunch, and in the high street we saw a Snorlax, and I like saw it. So, oh my god, it's a Snorlax! I tapped it, caught it, and literally a millisecond before she was able to click it, my friend was able to click it. It ran away. It disappeared.
No.
So I was like, "Oh my god!" I felt so awful. So I caught the Snorlax. I named it after my friend as an honor thing, but I don't think she appreciated it very much. Funny enough.
Yeah, Snorlax is so good, especially those OG Pokemon Go days, because really you only had Machamp that could take it down easily.
Yeah, and it was just
it's
so
really
bulky.
hard to take it down.
Yeah, it was just so bulky, and like oh man,
It's not
I
until
love
they
it.
got the later gen stuff that like is easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Snorlax. I'm not surprised at all to see it here.
two.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I do like that one.
So, number 1 on today's list. So Snorlax got 51 points.
Wait, Zach, before you say this, it's one of the people who you asked for a list, Lil, by any chance?
I did ask him. He
No.
didn't give me a list. He didn't give me a list.
Okay, cool. That's fine then. Just because if he was in the list, I would know almost certainty what this would be.
So Snorlax got 51 in second place. Right? Number 1 got 67 points. So there's a 16-point gap, right, between second and first.
Okay, this is either going to make the most amount of sense to me, or it's really going to piss me off.
So, this Pokemon, 3 people had number 1, and 1 person had third.
Can I just ask, was one of the people who had it number 1 Reese?
So, H had it third. Alcaraz had it first. Hanny had it first.
I'm scared.
And Reese had him first.
No!
Oh
So our winner today is Bidoof.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
The best normal type in all of Pokemon is this little cheeky little beaver dude.
For fuck's sake.
And he didn't win it
my
by
God.
he didn't win it by like a couple of points. He won it by 16 points.
By 16 points.
So Snorlax got 51.
Oh
This
my
guy got
God.
67. He was 5th on my list. So
Look,
I was expecting him to be. I was expecting Bidoof to come like in the Furret category, like down there with everyone else.
That's where I would see it.
So, okay. What I'll say for Bidoof is, he was number 31 for me.
So he made your.
Literally, that's it. Okay, no, okay, what I'll say is, I'm not surprised Bidoof is actually high up, because I knew that Reese was going to give it 10 points right off the bat, and like, I knew that it was just going to be up there as a meme. Once Furret got in there, I thought, okay, that's the meme pick for the video. Bidoof must not have made it. But no, we have 2 meme picks. Hooray! At least with the ice types, like Sophia might have been a ridiculous pick, but at least we still ended on an actual, like, valid
Lapras.
winner.
We had a Lapras winner.
But here, I'm just like, oh, good lord.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Look at its face! Look at its face!
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, look, I mean, it is a hilarious Pokemon to look at, I will say that. And, again, I will say the Mystery Dungeon gives it a little boost for me, because Bidoof is quite prominently in my favourite Mystery Dungeon game.
Yes.
That's it, really. It had a lot of HMs for me in Gen 4. It made a great slave. It smashed all the rocks. It climbed all the rocks. It
That's true.
pushed all the rocks. It really seems to like its rocks.
I think it is the best Route 1 rodent / whatever you call it from all gens. I think Bidoof. I think better than Rattata, better than Centra, better than Zigzagoon
Yeah,
better than
Guess.
Patrat.
I mean, it's not really steep competition, but
It's
I
not.
guess it is.
I just
For me, Lechonk gives it a run for its money, but I
Lechonk
don't
actually
like
was
Oinkaline
Oh
as
yeah,
much.
Lechonk.
and
I'm
Babarrel
actually
is
surprised to not see Lechonk.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can agree with that at least. But yeah, okay. Bidoof.
Yes.
Bidoof.
Bidoof. Bidoof. Bidoof is here. He's ready to play. He's he's just a goofy little boy. I love him so much. He made 5th on my list. And I know Pokemon love him so much. I don't know why. They like all of their Bidoof's like always there when they bigging up Gen 4 stuff. It's always him and Pikachu fooling around doing shit. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, there is a reason that it is so iconic. Like people do love it as like a silly meme Pokemon, so I'm not surprised that they kind of lean into it.
Yeah,
But
lean into it. I'm pretty sure it's got more
yeah,
TCG cards in the actual franchise than Ditto does, which is kind of sad. But um, yeah, I was expecting Bidoof to be like the Lord and Savior, God himself. Do you remember God Bidoof when it had all the broken, busted moves in the hack thing? Well, it was like God. It had,
yes,
like,
I do.
all those shit. Yes, Bidoof, the actual God. So yeah, so that was our
Bidoof.
top. Bidoof on our list today. So
Meowth didn't even make the top 15, man. What the hell happened to Meowth?
So on my list,
Off, I guess.
so on my list, I didn't make it. I had Snorlax number 10. I had Kamala number 9. I like Kamala, baby Koala. I had my boy Teddy Ursa in 8th. I like Teddy Ursa. I don't know why. He's a cute little boy. Cute little boy.
Yeah.
I then had Porygon 2 next. Then I had Meowth in 6th. Bidoof, Staraptor, Munchlax. Then I had my boy Ambipom, which I love Ambipom so much. I really do. I was the only person who gave it points, but I like Ambipom a lot. And then I had Ditto number 1.
I had Apom at number 21, but
yeah, and then Jack.
yeah, I had I had and I'm not surprised this didn't get mentioned at all. I'm probably the only person who gave it points, but I had I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's like Cincino or Cincino at the top for my list.
Yeah.
I've just always really, really loved its design. Same thing with like Articuno in the last one. I just think it's really like cool and like I like the like ribbons it's got. It's like really elegant and cute, and I just always had a really like fond appreciation for Mincino and Cincino. So yeah, that's my number 1. I'm not surprised it's nowhere here to be seen though. Number 2, I had Porygon Z. Number 3, I had Chansey, which I am surprised didn't get a mention at all.
Chansey! Chansey has Chansey has 8 points.
Yeah, so that's just me.
One of the ones I had that I'm actually kind of surprised wasn't mentioned at all was Zangoose.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. Zangoose was number 19 for me.
I do really like the design of that Pokemon.
Yeah, Zangoose is really cool. So I had Eevee in number 4. I had Mega Kangaskhan in number 5, and then regular Kangaskhan in number 6. I've always loved Kangaskhan. And Mega Kangaskhan, I think, is one of the coolest concepts for a Mega that they've done.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Lopunny was the highest Mega that got points.
I had what, sorry?
Mega Lopunny was the highest Mega on the list.
Fair.
I'm honestly not even surprised, bro.
I had Arceus in 7, Ditto in 8, Hisuian Zoroark 9, Mega Lopunny in 10.
Yeah.
Just because I just think it's a really cool Mega. But then I had Staraptor, Mega Pidgeot, etc. It kind of goes from there.
So the only ones in Nintendo list that didn't make it.
Teddy Ursa. I had Teddy Ursa number 14.
Big up Teddy Ursa.
I also had Farigiraf actually at 7.
You did.
Oh yeah, Farigiraf is cool.
And you had Farfetch in 10, which Farfetch nearly made my list as well.
Also, another underrated pick.
It's just a cute Pokemon. It might be like kind of sentimental value to me because I remember playing Pokemon Go with some family in Japan, and we like hunted down a Farfetch, and that was like really fun.
Yeah. Also, another underrated.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Oh my god. I will never get a Farfetch.
So, like, I was so hyped.
Yeah, I will never get a Farfetch in Pokemon Go. I'm resigned to that fact. But another underrated pick that I thought of, Obstagoon. I had Obstagoon 15. I love Obstagoon.
That is a cool one.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
Also, I'm surprised that Ursaluna, or specifically Blood Moon Ursaluna, didn't get a mention.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah.
Considering the recency bias thing, I kind of thought that would really be up there.
Ursaluna got, I believe, 8 points.
Okay, well, it got some love at least, but yeah.
Huh.
And I've got there's about 40 Pokemon didn't get any points. But before we end, I'm going to tell you what ChatGPT had on their list.
Yes, please do.
So
Oh,
we
yeah.
had.
Gotta know.
So we had Snorlax number 1.
Yeah.
Eevee number 2. Ditto number 3. Porygon Z number 4.
Nice.
It had Exploud at number 5.
Exploud. What? The list was doing so good.
What the fuck? What was it doing?
The list was so good, and it's just Exploud.
Literally, like they were like, yeah, fair, valid. Oh, next bar, never mind.
Kangaskhan number 6.
Okay,
Okay,
respectable.
that's good again.
Miltank number
Alright.
7.
Oh my.
Okay, I mean, it's well known at least. It's better choice than Exploud, but still not great.
Tauros number 8.
What, sorry?
Tauros.
Oh, Tauros, okay.
Oh, what the?
Staraptor number
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
And number 10, Blissey.
Bliss it, okay.
Okay, so other than
Okay.
Exploud, I'm fine with that.
Exploud is a weird outlier. The rest of them I'm not overly surprised by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to. I feel like it's hard for people to sort of like consider Tauros nowadays when it's got the Paldean forms that completely overshadow the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm gonna. So
Don't forget about
we'll get to
Tauros.
that. We'll get to that when we talk about fighting types.
yeah.
I feel like the only way I remember Tauros now is whenever I play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say as quickly as possible. All of the normal type Pokemon didn't make the top 10. No, not top 10.
Christ, okay.
Didn't get any points. Sorry. Didn't
To
get
get any points.
Right. So we've got Apom, Arboliver, Arboliver, Bufalon, Baneri, Bunnelby, Chatot, Cyclizar, Diggersby, Doduo, Dolive, Dubwall, Eevee Gigantamax, Fearow, Glameow, Grafaiai, Greedent, Gumshoes, Happiny, Herdia, Hoot Hoot, Igglybuff, Indeedee, Licky Licky, Lillipup, Linoon, Linoon Galarian form, Lopunny, Loudred, Oinkologne, Oranguru, Persian, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, Pikipek, Perugly, Rattata, Rattata form, Rufflet, Sawsbuck, Sentret, Shroodle, Smoliv, Snorlax Gigantamax, Spearow, Squawkabilly, Starly, Stoutland, Swablu, Tailo, Tandemaus, Tranquil, Trumbeak, Unpheasant, Watchog, Whismer, Yungoos, Zora, Hisuian form. And that was it.
Please, can you just like tell me how many points Meowth got? I feel like you said this already, but how many points did Meowth get?
Meowth got 17.
So he was close to the top 15 then, surely.
So the couple that just missed out were Toucanon, Wooloo, Beware, the Dunsparce, Vigoroth, Zigzagoon, Lechonk, and Meowth. And Obstagoon. And Regigigas.
Regigigas fucking up. Okay.
So that was our top 10 normal type Pokemon. So just to reiterate what our list was, we had Mousehold in 15th, Wigglytuff in 14th, Terrapagus in 13th, Munchlax in 12th, joint 10th was Ditto and Porygon 2, 9th was Silvally, 8th was Porygon Z, 7th was Staraptor, 6th was Furret, 5th was Zoroark Hisuian form, 4th was Arceus, 3rd was Eevee, 2nd was Snorlax, and our winner by a landslide was the legend himself, Bidoof. So if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what type you want to see next. We've done Ice. We've done Normal. What are we doing next?
Who knows?
I don't want you to shout a random type at me, but we're going with it.
I don't know. One of them.
Okay.
Ghost.
Ghost.
We'll do Ghost next. Yay! Ghost is the
In
next
fact,
one.
I know
Let's go.
I know what my number one will be.
Same.
We'll find out and wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys for
Oh
watching.
God, I've just got to say, Ghost type is going to piss me off because my number one is not going to be on the list, and I'm going to be absolutely devastated.
Actually, you guys will never guess my number one.
Never.
No, I
You'll
don't have a
never
clue.
guess.
So yeah,
I don't have a clue, honestly.
Make sure you subscribe and like and comment all that good stuff to check out our other top 10s as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.